Morning, Facebook friends and family. How you doing this morning? And YouTubers. I guess I should get that all right because I do upload this to YouTube as well. Well, again, another day on the farm, getting ready to go down and do some work. Putting in plots for this fall for deer season. Probably going to do some rototilling around the pens in the next few days for the grow, but that's got to, that always takes priority to keep the weed barrier down. We don't want insects, we don't want bugs or weeds or anything. Here at home, I'm dealing with those little fucking spider mite bastards. So if any of y'all got some suggestions, I'm using this product called Organicide right now. And from the research we've done, it's perfectly safe. The active ingredient is sesame seed oil. Today was my second treatment. Hopefully that does a job. I've noticed a marked reduction in the mite population. So hopefully that's doing it. But other than that, the girls are looking beautiful, full flower. My Bubba Kush, I couldn't ask more. Great big old fucking nugs coming up out on that bitch. Really happy. Well, 3, 2, 1, right, boys and girls? Little small one. I gotta do a little bit of work today. I don't want to go too fried. Not like I'm not gonna get really fried once I get there. Fuck, man, we get there in the morning, we just smoke keef all day. It's better. They don't choke as much, they don't cough as much, and I get fucked up. So I'm willing to bet a good portion of my crop this year is going to go towards keef production and hash and all that shit as well. I know next year, boys and girls, we're looking for some seed. And so if you got some seed on your hands, I'm looking for Lebanese. I don't care if it's your pure sativa. I don't care if it's your pure indica or the hybrid, just Lebanese. Yes, there are 3 different types of Lebanese. I've done some research. Me and a buddy of mine, we want to make some blonde Lebanese hash, and we'd like to make some fucking red Lebanese hash. You know, like back in the day, boys and girls. Maybe one of these days I'll get some of that Moroccan seeds, and we'll make some Moroccan hash or some Acapulco. That Acapulco gold. That's some fucking awesome shit to make hash out of. But I was doing some research, and the Lebanese, like what we normally grow, we grow for flour. Well, the Lebanese hash and the Moroccan hash, those plants, they are part of some of the scrawny, scraggliest looking plants you'd ever want to see. And most people are like, no, I'm not growing that. Well, the difference is, we as growers here in the States, we typically grow for larger blooms and larger calyxes. Where over in Lebanon and Afghanistan and Pakistan and that part of the world, they're breeding and selecting for resin content. And the reason why they're doing that is because, well, they make hash. It's a lot easier for them to make the concentrated form than it is just to grow fields of flour and all that. So they bred for resin production. And I got to tell you, man, I haven't had none of that since fucking forever. But I tell you what, if anybody out there's got some Lebanese seeds or any wild, outrageous seeds, hit your boy up. Leave a comment. We'll get at you. But yeah, can't wait. Right now I'm growing, let me think here, Bubba Kush, Pineapple Express, shit tons of Blue Dream, because, well, we like Blue Dream around here. Red Dragon, OG18, and there's a couple more. I just don't even remember. I have to have tags in front of me. Short-term memory problems. Wonder why that is. Oh, geez, man. Yeah, I can't wait to get out to the work this morning. I actually really like working. I know I was a fat bastard for a long time, and, well, I was sick. I had to have surgery on the nose. I had to have a complete turbinectomy. They cored me out like an apple. Just inside your superficial opening of your nasal cavity, you have what's called nasal turbinates, and these are these bony, fleshy flaps that direct the air and clean it. Well, here about 3 going on 4 years ago, I used to be a member of the Alpena Blues Coalition, and my job was stage manager. Well, we were there, and a fight broke out about 3 years ago, and my wife, who was there at the time, pointed it out to me. So I pretty much did a stage dive to go out and separate it up. I saw our security guard, Paul, and he's got white hair, and it's just like a Q-tip bouncing around in a sea of brown heads, He's a tall guy, and so I bum rush out then, and we get it all separated out, and the dad of one of the guys that was fighting, I had the guy that started it all, the meth head in a headlock, trying to drag him away. The dad that's fighting comes around and he punches me right in the fucking nose. Well, I dropped that guy and I dropped the old man, kicked him in the nuts, dropped him like a sack of rocks. His son came at me. By that time, my other guys had him. Picked up that fucking meth head, Nick Amia. If you ever hear that guy, he's a meth head. He don't have him around. He's been taken out in cuffs because he caused fights at a festival because he was all drugged up. Well, anyway, so he comes at me, the Nick Amia. I get him away, I drop him. He takes a poke at me and gets me in the eye. Well, that about pissed me off. I had a little shiner right down here. If you go through my pictures, you'll see it. Well, I'm about done with that shit, so I fucking nailed him. About that, he dropped, and he goes to get back up. About that time, county sheriffs came around the corner. They ran up on him. They had him cuffed. It was done. Unfortunately, though, that caused me to have that inflammation of the nasal turbinates, which went on later to help to help. What are the things that help cause, if you will, or bring about granulomatosis with polyangiitis. It's a rare disease. 1 out of every 200,000 people in the world could get it. And guess what? Ding, 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 I won the lottery. I got that as well as Rinke's edema of the vocal folds. So what that boils down to is after that punch, a lot of infection got in. Didn't realize it at first. It went for like 3 years before I even had surgery or even had it checked. So a lot of infection got in. I ballooned up. I got fat because I couldn't breathe. I couldn't exercise. Couldn't do nothing. Well, we went in. We had the nasal turbinates done, and that did a little bit. Let me breathe through my nose. But still, I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? So then they sent me down to a Brighton, to a U of M hospital down there to see a otolaryngologist. 2 trips to the otolaryngologist, and I got a diagnosis, and I'm pretty much on antibiotics the rest of my life to keep the inflammation down. But it is what it is, and I can speak to you folks. Look at that. Fucking use it as a goddamn microphone and it goes out. So, if this video cuts out, I apologize. I'm waiting on the boss to call, and I'm on my phone here doing the recording. Because, well, I'm a fat, lazy bastard. Hell, I got an HD camera, but the phone's right here. Oh, shit. So, yeah. Hauling brush, tilling fields, cutting wood. It's all good. And got the braces. As a matter of fact, y'all want to see the bracelet I'm supposed to be wearing? This is the one the doctor prescribed, and I hate this son of a bitch. I got one for each hand. This is my left-handed one. See that? Even the thumb is locked in. I can't barely move it. So that there's what the doctors want me to wear. If I wore that, how the fuck could I do anything? I wouldn't be able to work. Wouldn't be able to take care of my kids. Hell, wouldn't be able to masturbate. You know, fuck. The wife wouldn't be too happy. You know, so yeah, I went out and I got these. Yeah, see, these cheap things that breaks through right there from work. I got a patch I'm going to put on that. I wish they'd make it out of the same material as these. That's like a nylon webbing material. A lot stronger. And most likely what I'm going to sew into this other one. Pay $20 for these fuckers. I'll be damned if I'm going to throw it away because of that. I'll get a piece of patching and I'll sew it on. Fuck it. More money goes towards the plants. And the kids. Well, and the wife. Because, well, if we forget her, we die. Mind you, that's just euphemistically speaking. To all you, like, trolls out there, the old lady's not going to kill me. Well, that depends. If I fuck up really bad, she might. Now that I'm taking my drugs, let's take some drugs. Let's see. I get my pills in a box now in an individual packets, but they don't get it all correct, so they give me extra pills to go with it. Let's see. What do we got to add to this here now? Let's see. Okay, so we got to add to that. Come on. Cyclobenzapine, otherwise known as Flexeril. Let's see. We've got the Metformin. What is that? The 222. That's the Claritin, Singulair, Losartan, Prilosec. What else am I supposed to do? We got the Prilosec in there. Got the Losartan in there. Got the Metformin in there. Got the Claritin in there. Got the Singulair in there. Flonase. We gotta have some of that bitch. Oops. Out of the camera zone. Let's go back here. Okay. Flonase. And where is the other? Oh, that's right. We got to open a new box today. Finished that one up yesterday. This is it. Oh, yep, this is it. You know, I thought I opened the box yesterday. Just a bit here, people. Humor me. I could have sworn I opened up a box yesterday for my Singular. I did. Right there. And then finally, the Incrudes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pills this morning, and 2 inhalers. It's a slow day. On the off days, forgot. Got to snort eye drops up my nose because my medical provider, my insurance, won't pay for Nasacort because I'm over the age of 6. Come on, people. I have a serious rare disease, and you won't pay for something because I'm not under 6 years old? Come on, Meridian Health. Get your heads out your ass. And no, I don't apologize for the cursing. Because no, I don't ever plan on YouTube monetizing any of this. And for my friends and family on Facebook, if you have a problem with it, press stop and keep scrolling. God damn, that's a good joint. Look at these guys. I know I'm disjointed. It's the ADHD. I can't help it. Okra! So, if you and my family likes okra, you're some nasty fuckers, because this shit's gross. But I grew up for the owners of Cracker Barrel. Party store up here, they're an Indian family that came here, and they're starting a new life here with husband, wife, father, and uncle. So, yeah, they're good people. They've always been really nice to me, so I hook them up with the garden vegetables. Never mind, 2,500 square foot garden. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. Not. Oh, it's so horrible on the back of the throat. But if I want to leave. And they told me not to get addicted to drugs. And then they prescribed me a fucking whole handful of Skittles and shit to throw up my nose and everything else. Wait, yep, I got soda down here. A beverage. Already drank my coffee for the morning. Mind you, I have giant cups of coffee. I don't do like most people. I have like a big giant beer stein. That's my coffee cup. Skittles. Taste the rainbow, huh? Yes, folks. It's that nasty ass Save-A-Lot diet, but it's carbonated, and that's what I was looking for. If I had the money, I'd buy one of those goddamn soda streams and just carbonate water, because I like carbonated water. And the drugs are done for the day. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. So here's one for you. The beginning of this month, because I'm on Social Security, I won't lie. Beginning of this month, I went up to the head shop, well, one of the 2 head shops here in town. And I purchased a double bubbler, because they had them on clearance. And I was like, yes, because I normally can't afford that shit. Normally it's like $50 for a small glass piece, and let's be honest with you, I'm poor. I got 5 kids, 2 dogs, an old lady, and a 2,500 square foot garden, and a bunch of other shit I got to do with my money. So I'm a broke, poor motherfucker. So when I can buy a piece, I'm happy to buy one, you know, I'm excited. So I go get this double bubbler, this glass piece. I'm really happy. Nothing big, nothing spectacular. I paid $25 for it. It was half off. I get it home, I pack it up, we smoke it for a day or 2. Well, I go to do a project outside, and I left it here on the desk. Well, I'm an idiot. I don't always take my plate up after I'm done eating. And I had a plate up here on the desk, and it had a pork bone on it. Didn't expect the dog to be down in the basement. The puppy. That motherfucker got up and shattered that fucking bowl. Knocked it off all over the concrete floor. Fine, he gets his ass in trouble. We make a concerted effort not to let him down here when there's no one out down here. But shit happens. We were down here yesterday. We were doing some work. The dog was down here with us. And looking for a bone, looking for a plate, he gets up on my desk. And guess what happened to the new bone? The second one shattered all over the concrete floor. Needless to say, that little pup got his ass tore up. He won't go nowhere near my desk now. And I'm happy about that. Didn't beat him. I spanked his ass, and I embarrassed him. You talk down to your dog, you know, dogs are all about tone. If you let them know you're disappointed enough after a spanking, they won't go back. Well, that's what it did, and he hasn't come back. You know, he still lets me pet him and stuff, but when I come here to the desk, he goes over to the chair, but he won't come near the desk. That's what I need. Oh, but I digress.